Question 13. Shape A is a cube, shape B is a cuboid. Both shape A and shape B have the same volume. What is the height of shape B? So I'm just going to look at the key information now. Shape A is a cube, so we know that that is a 3D square. So we've only been given one measurement here, but because it's a square, we know that all the sides are going to be the same. So we have this square, 4 by 4, and it's a cube, so it's a 3D square, so I need the other measurement then, the depth, also to be 4. It then says that shape B is a cuboid, so we know that that's a 3D rectangle. So here's the rectangle here, and we have the length of 8 centimetres. We don't have this measurement here, and we know that the depth there is 4 centimetres. 3D shapes have 3 measurements that we need to times together to get the volume. And it says in this question that A and B have the same volume. So the volume of this shape is exactly the same as the volume of that shape. We can easily work out the volume of this shape, but this one, we're missing this measurement here. So that's what the question is asking me to find. So to do that, we need to work out the volume of this shape first. And volume, we have a 3D shape, 3 measurements. We have to times the measurements together, and that will give me the total space that this cube is taking up. So I need to do 4 times 4 times 4. To do this, we do the first 2 first. So 4 times 4 is 16. And then we times this number by the third number, 16 times 4, and that will give me 64. So you can do that in your head, you can do some workings out, or you can do it straight on the calculator. 16 times 4 is 64. Now volume is always measured in centimetres, metres, or whatever the measurement is given you, cubed. And we know that because we've had to times 3 numbers together to get the volume, because it's a 3D shape. So now I've worked out the volume of shape A. I now know that the volume of shape B is also 64 centimetres cubed, because it says they have the same volume. So I need to work out this missing side now to answer the question fully. So the sum I need to do would be timesing all of them together. So 8 times 4, and then we have this missing measurement here that I also have to times by what gives me 64 centimetres cubed. So how am I going to find this missing measurement? So I know that 8 times 4 is 32, I can do that. 32 times by what gives me 64 centimetres cubed. Well, some of you will be able to see quite clearly that 32 times 2 would be 64. If you can't, then you can use the inverse operations. So that would leave me with what is 64 opposite sign divided by 32. And that would give me, again, you can do that in your head, or you can do it on the calculator. 64 divided by 32 is 2. So our missing measurement, our height, is 2 centimetres. Don't forget the units as well. So we're going to look at how we get the marks for this question. So the examiner will give you 1 mark if you've correctly worked out how to figure out the volume of this shape. So 4 times 4 times 4 will give you 1 mark. They'll give you 1 mark for your accuracy of 64 centimetres cubed. So that's working out the volume of the 2 shapes. They'll give you 1 mark if you have 32 times something is 64, or 64 divided by 32. And then 1 mark for your final accuracy, the missing height of 2 centimetres.